welcome to the much anticipated kit video. I'm going to show you guys the kit that I carry with me every single day regardless of the time of year in this bag, and then in this bag I've also got some additional pieces of kit that you may or may not see in some of my videos, which are weather dependent, location dependent, etc. The first thing that I'm going to talk about, which will almost certainly be the bulk of everybody's kit, is my shelter system. Look at that. We'll start with the top. This is a cheap and cheerful 20 quid 3 metre by 3 metre tarp. It comes with guy lines, it comes with pegs, and this is a tarp that doesn't have grommets or eyelets. It has tabs on it, and I prefer the tabs because they don't rip out. You can get more tension and they tend to be more stable in the wind as well. Well, combine that with a ground sheet. This is a very, very old camouflage poncho. So this is a multifunctional piece of kit because it's got little pockets on it so I can actually wear it if I need to. And this goes down before my sleeping pads or any blankets or anything like that. The next thing is this. Another cheap and cheerful item. These are 3 quid from B&M. This is really good to insulate you from the cold ground when it's combined with your poncho or your ground sheet. So that will go down as a second thing. And then the third thing is a sleeping pad. And then I like to finish off my sleep system with the ever favourable camping pillow. So this is my ever favourable camping pillow, and the pillow does actually remove from the case, so if you get it manky you can wash it when you get home. The one and only multi-use camping quilt. So a piece of additional kit that you'll probably see quite often as it's the winter is my wool blanket. This is actually only 55% wool, so it's not the recommended 75 plus. But this doubled up on top of my ground sheet does the job, and it definitely stops the cold from seeping through and interfering with my life. So you'll probably find that in the winter this one gets put away and this one comes out instead. Like I said, the tarp does come with guy lines, but it's always a good idea to have something extra on you just in case you need to make a ridge line that's 400 miles long, you never know. So we've done shelter, now we're going to do light. Typically I bring 2 lights with me, so I'll bring a torch and I also bring some area lighting. So this one is quite good because it's got a couple of different settings on it. It's also got a little mosquito light on it too. If I'm not filming, I'll just take this. And on the topic of filming, in our additional kit, because you know I mentioned there's a bag there that we have additional stuff in. When we're filming, we've also got things like the massive photography light over there, courtesy of my girlfriend, thank you very much. And then I've also got things like tripods, stuff like that. And also, most of my stuff is USB rechargeable, so I make sure that I bring a power bank with me. This one you can charge with the sun, it's actually quite good. And I make sure to bring any relevant leads as well. In the additional kit that you may or may not see sometimes, I also carry a couple of these citronella incense sticks. This is predominantly something I'll take with me in the summer. I won't take the whole tube, I'll maybe take a handful of them out of the tube. And these are really good because they can just help keep things like horseflies and midges away when I'm actually trying to film setting up a camp. Our next category is heat or fire. So I have a couple of different things with me. I practice the observation that when it comes to fighting fires, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So I always have 3 methods of making a fire on me at all times. And my first one and most preferred method is obviously my ferrocerium rod and my little knife here. Obviously it's green because green is my favourite colour. So that's my preferred #1 choice for making fire. However, occasionally you might see me bring out this bad boy. So this is a flint knife complete with a carved rowan handle, pine pitch glue and stinging nut cordage. I made this myself. I'm very proud of it. I also made the sheath as well. This is fake fur and fake leather. And sometimes I use this to light my fire if I'm feeling fancy. And you'll see this probably in some of my earlier videos on my channel. So before we move on, I do just want to mention that whenever you're picking a knife, obviously I will never claim to be an expert. I can just tell you what my preferences are. I prefer knives that have a lot of weight in the handle because it helps me to get a steady grip. I'm not too fussed about the grind of the knife because you can always regrind a knife and reshape it to do whatever you want it to do. But as long as it's got a heavyweight handle and a full tang, which means that the metal extends all the way to the end of the handle and it's nice and solid, that's really all I'm interested in. So that's one method. My second method is the trusty lighter. This is a jet lighter, so it will be super duper reliable even if it's high winds. And then my third, and actually one of my favourites, is the mighty survival stormproof matches. So I'm going to dump it in a bit of water. So see, they're also water resistant as well. So I've also got some other goodies in here. So you see my ever favourable birch bark. I just collect this whenever I see it. And then I've also got some artificial fire lighters, and these are for extreme weather. So these are called, I think they're called like tumbleweeds or like wax wool rolls. You can buy these off Amazon. You can get a box of 200 of them for maybe £15, something like that. And these are fantastic in high wind, and these are also fantastic in rain or if you've not been able to find any natural tinder. I've also got a saw here. This is an Orion pull saw. It's in the style of a silky Japanese pull saw. I also am guilty of purchasing a silky as well. So this is another piece of kit that you may or may not see. It's pretty much interchangeable with this one. It's just slightly smaller and double the price. So that's the silky. So while we're on the topic of fire, some places fires on the ground aren't permitted. There are some instances where a fire on the ground is not safe. So in some of my videos you may also see my old faithful fire pit. So that's it built. Fantastic piece of kit. It comes with a little grill that sits on there nicely. You also get a little pair of tongs. They do a larger version of this, which is about double the length, that I'm planning on investing in, especially as the temperatures are chilly. So keep your eyes peeled for the brand new larger version of this featuring on my channel very soon. Okay, so we've done shelter, we've done light, we've done heat or fire. The next thing is water. So if you watch my videos on a regular basis, you'll know that I've actually forgotten a piece of kit today. I have a metal, almost like Crusade container-esque canteen with the butterfly handles, and that's something that I carry every single time that I'm out. But as you can see, I have forgotten it, but that's okay, because I didn't forget this. So this is a really important piece of kit. This is my single walled bottle, and this is fantastic because it holds a litre of water, which is plenty for me, and I can put this straight on the fire, as you can see, and I can boil my water in this. I also like to carry a little nice lightweight enamel-esque mug. I did have two of these, but I've lost one. This one's got fish on it. It's fab. And how I'd usually pack these down is I'd have my metal canteen on the bottom, and then I'd have this one on the top, and it would go into my pack like that, so it takes up minimal space. So that's water. The next thing I'm going to talk about is food. Now, I know that people have certain dietary requirements or preferences. I'm supposed to be allergic to peanuts, but I eat them anyway because I like to take risks in life that are unnecessary. But I'm a meat eater, so I'll tend to have a steak with me or a piece of fish, something like that. Also, I like to bring little things like packet pasta, maybe noodles, anything like that that's quick and easy and can just go into your water, into your canteen. Examples of the kind of stuff that I'll carry: nice and lightweight, no bother at all, but you can't eat pasta, noodles, rice, etc. without a tool. My preference is to actually carve the tools while I'm out, so this is just a little fork that I made a little while ago, because actually it's easier for me to just carve it than rely on my ability to remember to bring a tool, because as you've already seen, I've forgotten something essential already, so there's no way I'm going to remember to bring something like that. Whatever kind of food you decide to cook, whether you're cooking using primitive methods like a spit roast, or maybe you're cooking on a rock, maybe you've made a tripod. Some people prefer to just keep it simple and use a grill, you know, cook over the coals, no carry on. That's absolutely fine, it's whatever you prefer. On the days that I can't be asked with the carry on, I have this. This is my £12.50 pack grill, and it's a little bit bent because I stood on it last time I was out, but this folds up, goes in your bag, no space, no weight at all, and you can literally just put this over your bed of coals, give it a couple of minutes to heat up. It only takes about 5 minutes for the actual grate to get hot, and then you can bang your meat straight on there. You can also put your cooking canteen, so if you've got a kettle or something, you can put that on there. It's fantastic. Really important piece of kit. I don't usually leave home without it, even if I go out just for the day, just for a walk, whether I'm maybe swimming or fishing. I always try to remember to bring this first aid kit with me, because you can never be too sure, and the amount of times that I've gone and reached for this on days when I could have sworn that I would never need to, you'd be surprised. So this is a Summit outdoor first aid kit, but it's long since then become something else. I purely bought this particular kit just for the pouch because I like the pouch. So on the inside, I've personalised it a bit. So I've got plenty of bandages. I've got this conforming bandage here. This has saved my bacon more times than I want to admit to you guys. I'm asthmatic, so I've also got an asthma pump in here. I've got a mirror, just in case I have a problem, I need to see what's going on. I've also got Germaline, a whole bunch of band-aids and wipes, and a foil blanket. I've got scissors, all sorts of carry-on. But I also make sure that I have an emergency knife in here as well, just in case. So another little thing I've got in here, I've got this little tiny torch. So the torch, the knife, the lighter, which I'm going to change as soon as I get home, combined with the foil blanket and things like that, you'll quickly notice that there is enough equipment in here to start an emergency fire and make an emergency shelter if I was caught out in the middle of nowhere and this was the only thing I had on me. So my first aid kit is a work in progress. I'm learning more about what I should and shouldn't include every single day based on, you know, tutorials that I watch, my training from work as well, and also my personal experience. But if you guys see anything in my kit that you think shouldn't be there, or if you guys have any ideas of other things that I could include in my kit, maybe I should include some cordage or something like that, give me your ideas in the comment section, because I'm always open to new ideas, and ultimately I want this to be the most comprehensive piece of kit in my whole setup, because it could save my life one day. So if you've got any advice on what I should or shouldn't include, let me know in the comment section. Right, so the last topic for us to cover is hygiene. So we've done shelter, light, heat, water, food, first aid. So the next one is sanitation or hygiene. I don't really want to know what you guys are using to wipe your behinds out there in the woods, but all I want to know is that you guys are definitely remembering to brush your teeth. Right, so there you have it. A complete rundown of the gear that I carry with me on a regular basis plus a little bit of an overview of some of the additional gear that I might carry, weather dependent and also location dependent. So if you made it this far, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Fantastic. Hopefully that has given you guys a little bit more of an understanding of the sort of setup that I use. I'm going to put my gloves on because it's chilly, and I'm going to head home. But if you like what you see and would like to see more videos from me, more videos like this, any videos at all, I'm always open to suggestions. Let me know in the comment section. But yeah, if you like what you see and would like to see more videos from me, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, etc, blah blah blah, you know how it is. But we're cold, so we're gonna go home. But thanks again, and I'll see you in the woods.